Hello everybody, today we are going to make Bendy Buddies, courtesy of the Oldham County Public Library. This is going to be our take and make kit for April. They'll be ready to be picked up on spring break. So let's see what we've got inside here, okay? So I'm going to open my bag and I have instructions. Tells you what to do step by step. You will also have 3 pipe cleaners. They could be all the same color. They could be different colors, but you will have 3 pipe cleaners. You will have 2 straws. These are also different colors, some longer, some shorter, but you will have 2 straws. You will have 1 round wooden bead, and then you will have 7 different colored pony beads. You know those little beads that you make bracelets and things with? Pony beads. So, see? Let me get this where you can see it. 7 pony beads of different colors. Now, if you notice, I put this down here so you can now see what my hands are doing because we're going to demonstrate how to do this. Now, what you're going to want to add to these materials is you're going to want to add a pair of scissors because you're going to be cutting your straws into different sizes, and you might want to trim your pipe cleaners when you're done, depending on what you decide to do to finish your Bendy Buddy. You can also add other things to this, which we'll talk about at the end of this little presentation. One other thing you're going to want is a marker of some kind. I have a fatter tip and a thinner tip to draw a face for your Bendy Buddy on your little bead. You can also use different colors and draw hair, earrings, different things, whatever you want to put on your little Bendy Buddy head. You can use things for hair, make clothes. There's all kinds of options for your Bendy Buddy, but let's take a look at what we've got. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put everything else aside, and we're going to take our pipe cleaners and we're going to straighten them out and make them even at the top like this, just like that. And then what we're going to do is about the middle of the pipe cleaners, we're going to twist 1, twist 2, twist 3. Okay, so now you have your pipe cleaners twisted, and you're going to arrange them like that. Okay, so you've got 2 out to the side, 2 down, you've put 1 and you've bent it up here like this. Now, if you want, you can trim this to be the same length as the other one, or you can wait until later, depending. But now you have a choice. You can make a body one of 2 different ways, okay? You can either make a body with beads, or you can make a body with your straws. If you're going to make a body with beads, what you're going to do is you're going to take and push these 2 bottom ones together, and you're going to slide the bead onto both and push it all the way up past where that twist is, so it's nice securely on there. And then you're going to add 2 more beads, and that's going to create a bead body for your Bendy Buddy. That's option 1. So there's one way to make a body. I'm going to slide these back off because I'm going to now show you option 2. Option 2 is to cut a piece of one of your straws and use that as the body for your Bendy Buddy. Now, on your instructions, it says to cut them into 8 1-inch sections, but you can adjust that size depending on what you want your Bendy Buddy to look like. So this is going to be like about 1.5 inches for my Bendy Buddy's body. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to slide this all the way on. And again, you want to slide it all the way up past where that twist is to cover that twist. All right, so you have these 2 straight up. Now you have these off to the sides as the arms, these off to the side as the legs. And we're going to continue from this point because the continuation is pretty much the same depending on what you do with either a bead body or a straw body. The only difference is if you use the straw body, you're going to take 2 of your beads and you're going to slide them up the top of your legs like this. And if you use a bead body, you're not going to do this step. You're going to slide your straw pieces on to begin your legs. So now let's go ahead and cut up our straws, and we're going to make leg sections and arm sections. So I like to make my leg sections a little bit longer than I like to make my arm sections. And I'm holding, you see how I'm holding my straw up like this? and holding it so I'm kind of getting the same length for each piece. So I'm cutting 4 sections for the leg section. So you want 2 for the shin and the calf area and 2 for the thigh area. So there. Now there's my leg section. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide this on here like this, just like that to make a leg. Then I'm going to put a bead for the knee. Then I'm going to slide the bottom half of my leg on. And then I'm going to take my pipe cleaner and I'm going to push that up tight and I'm going to fold that in like that, tuck the end into the straw, and now I've made a foot. Now we're going to do the same thing with the other leg. And bend that up, tuck that in, and now we have 2 legs with knees, and you can bend those any way you want. So let's make arms. Now, I'm going to make these a little bit shorter because my arms are going to be a little shorter than my legs. So I'm going to make these more like 1 inch like this. And again, I need 4 pieces. Okay, my scissors are being contrary for me. There we go. And there we go. And I need 1 more, just like that. All right, going to do the same thing. Slide this on, just like that. And slide in a bead for the elbow. Slide on the other piece of straw, like that. Do the same thing on the other side. Upper arm, elbow, forearm, and now you can do the hand one of 2 ways, okay? You can either fold it like that and fold it up and make a hand, or if you want, since you have a bit of extra, you can make a thumb and then the rest of the hand like that. And tuck that in and then fold that up, okay? So you can make a little 2-fingered hand. And again, you're going to tuck that into the pipe cleaner, into your straw, and bend that up, okay? Now, your bendy buddy should look like this, but you're like, wait a minute, this thing hasn't got a head. So yeah, we do kind of need to add a head, don't we? So this is what we're going to do. We're going to take these 2 together like this, and we're going to slide our wooden bead onto both of those to make a head. So now we have a head. You can use a marker to make a face. Now what you can do with this, there's a couple of things. If you wanted, you could cut these off and put a dot of glue in there and let that dry to keep your bead from coming off. Or you could decide to make hair out of this, which I think is kind of a fun thing to do. So what I'm going to do is I am going to trim this like this. One other thing that you can do, you do have 1 bead left. If you wanted to add 1 for a neck, you could put that in before you slide your wooden bead on, but I'm going to put that in my hair, I think, to make a ponytail. So you have options of what you do with that bead. So here's my bendy buddy, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide this bead onto the top here, and I'm going to bend this into a curly ponytail. So I'm going to wrap these around my thing here to kind of give them a corkscrew like this. And slide that out. And so I've made kind of a curly ponytail for my bendy buddy. Now what can you do with your bendy buddy? Well, your bendy buddy, because it's pipe cleaners, can bend. So you can make it so it sits on things. You can have it wave at people, throw its arms up and dance. What can you do with your bendy buddy? And you know what? Scraps of cloth. How could you make like maybe, superhero cape? Or what else could you do with your bendy buddy? I mean, you could take it with you and have adventures. All kinds of options. Look, pipe cleaners, straws, and some beads, and you've got a portable friend to go with you anywhere you want, I think. See if I can make mine sit on my shoulder. Well, I think I might have to work on that a little bit, but Bendy Buddy and I say bye, and I hope you enjoy this Take and Make project from the Oldham County Public Library. Thank you.